Hi guys, this is Casey Renee and welcome to my channel. So I decided to create this YouTube channel for a couple of reasons. One, because I want to talk about things that I am truly passionate about, as well as I want to be able to fulfill some of my dreams and passions and things that I want to do that I was not able to accomplish in the real world. Um, so this channel is going to be about real crimes. My goal is to bring awareness to unsolved crime cases involving Black people, both men and women, and young and old. It's common knowledge that crimes involving Blacks are not as predominant or not as frequently talked about in the media, which therefore makes those cases go unknown and unsolved. And I hope that by doing this YouTube channel and talking about some of these cases that we may not know about that aren't in the media, that people will have the opportunity to, first of all, realize that this is a big issue. And second of all, give back in a way to possibly help combat this issue. There are 800,000 people that go missing every year. And of those 800,000 people, for example, there's approximately 60% of those people, which is about 480,000 of them, are Black or African American or people of color. And of those 480,000 people, only 20% of those people are actually talked about in the news or in the media in the United States at any given time. There's a lot of reasons for why, or speculation as to why these cases aren't given the notoriety or the attention that they deserve. And doing research, I found that there's the communities that feel like the police don't care and they don't care about us as people. And then you have the police who feel like, there's this strained relationship, or that we're intimidated, or we don't want to talk to them because we don't like them or we don't trust them, which in turn means nothing gets done, cases aren't solved, witnesses don't come forward, people don't talk about what's actually happening in our communities across the United States. And I just really feel like the first step to even addressing some of these issues is to talk about these cases, bring them out into the forefront. The small cases that are, every case is a big case, but even the cases that, you don't have a lot of details. I watch certain YouTube channels and a lot of people say, oh, this case, I can't talk about it because it doesn't have that much information or there's not a lot of facts. But I believe that even if you just report whatever facts or whatever information that's out there, that may be enough or be something to cause somebody else to reach out to the appropriate people to tell what they know. I also wanted to do this channel because I want to encourage people to come forward if you have information on cases that, whether it be missing person cases or, murders or any crime that you have knowledge of, have information regarding. I want to encourage people to go to law enforcement without have enough confidence in law enforcement to tell what we know so that we can help bring closure to families who are grieving, to families who are struggling to find out just what happened. Some of these cases that I have started researching are heartbreaking, and I can't wait to share them with you. But it's even so bad as, 16 years, 12 years, 20 years, people are still searching for their loved ones or still just trying to find out what happened to their loved ones. And I just think it's just really important that we start bringing awareness to this type of issue and what's going on in our community, just like in the other communities. Even though we may not get, the same coverage, news coverage that other demographics get, we need to create a platform for ourselves so that we can get that coverage out to people and talk about these cases and share what's going on. So that is one of the reasons why I decided to create this channel. Another reason is that I've always had a passion for investigation and research. My husband gets tired of me watching ID channel, First 48, this, that, and the other. I'm always trying to figure out who did it and what and how, even in my house with the kids. And I want to use this as an outlet to put my skills and my knowledge to something positive. And I think that with my desire to learn new things, to research, and to just figure things out, and to just question things, that this is going to be the best avenue to do it. And I'm excited about it. I'm nervous. This is my first video, my first time ever getting on camera in front of anybody talking about anything, let alone something so serious and yet so important. I just want to be able to, the main goal of this channel is to really just bring awareness and shed light on an issue that is facing our community and every community for that matter. But I particularly have a heart for people of color, African American people, who feel like they can't go to law enforcement, or they are afraid to go to law enforcement for fear of not being believed, not being trusted. Even victims and, victims' families feeling like they are a bother to the people who are actually supposed to be helping us. Some family members and some cases that I've been researching so far are very heartbreaking, because people feel like they have to go out and research or investigate their own crimes of their own family members. That should not be the case when we have law enforcement. So yeah, I just really want to use this platform as an opportunity to do something good, something positive, to actually help or possibly help people get the word out about their cases or about situations or things that are going on in their families when they feel like they have no voice. And while I know that these topics are very heavy and they're very serious, I still want to make sure that this platform is a place that is fun and open, and I want people to feel free to even share their opinions on the stories that I tell. I want people to give feedback and let me know, hey, this is what I thought, or this is what I think happened, or, I didn't look at it from that angle, I looked at it from this angle. I want this to be an open forum where we all kind of collectively get together and start kind of trying to piece the, puzzle together. And maybe by doing that, we may even give someone who has the power or the authority to investigate these cases more information or more ideas or more possibilities as to what happened, which could further their investigation. And I think probably most importantly, I'm hoping that this channel, this platform will create a space for someone who possibly knows something about one of these cases that I talk about to would get the courage to actually reach out to the appropriate people to share their version of the story, or share what they know, or to tell what they have, what information that they have that can help bring closure to families, help push cases along, even if it's just one small piece of information, I hope that this channel is a platform where someone may be watching, someone may be seeing our conversation and decide that, okay, you know, this is what really happened and I need to go and reach out and feel comfortable enough to do it, you know, after maybe just watching or hearing everybody else's dialogue and exchange. Because as a community, there is this stigma that we're treated like criminals. I mean, it is what it is. I wanna help erase that stigma. And I think that is part of one of the reasons why people don't go forward and tell what they know, because they don't want to be treated as a criminal. They don't want to be labeled as someone who's had some sort of involvement, as instead of somebody who just has information. So that's my hope. That is why I created this channel. I really hope that we can build a platform that is open and welcoming to everyone. I will be talking about all types of true crime stories. Like I said, my focus is going to be on people of color, but I'm going to talk about everybody. If it is a case that's compelling enough, I you know, for me, or touching enough for me, I will talk about it. But the focus is going to be on people of color, because I know that we are totally and underrepresented. We are desperately underrepresented when it comes to coverage on cases in the media on the side of the victim. When we are being accused or when we are being labeled, we're out there. But as far as being on the side of the victim and someone being and just being someone who needs help, we're often overlooked. And I want to change that. I want to change that story. I want our story to be just as important as somebody else's story, because all of those stories are important. Everyone's story is important when you're dealing with someone's life. So I just thank you for watching this channel. I hope you stick around and continue to watch this channel. I hope this video wasn't too bad, because I'm extremely nervous. I want you to subscribe. I want you to turn on your notification bell. I want you to stay tuned for the next video. I already have a couple of great, interesting stories lined up. I'm the type of person that will immerse myself into things, and I already have a lineup of cases that I want to talk about. I'll be posting videos weekly, starting out. Hopefully, I'll be able to increase that as time goes on. I just envision this channel being a forum for us to be able to talk and exchange information about things and about situations, and possibly shed light on something that's an issue, as well as possibly bringing some sort of solutions to and closure to some of these situations. I'm no professional, but if it's out there on the internet, if it's in the library, if it's available, medium, if there's a medium out there that has the information, I can find the information. That's just the bottom line. And I will do what I need to do in order to bring you the best information that I can. There are going to be times that things that I find out may not necessarily be what actually happened. That is going to be based off of my resources. I'm never going to add to the story, and I'm never going to take away from the story. So I hope that you all love this channel. And I hope that you all are just as excited as I am about talking about something that's very important to me, as well as hopefully important to you, and while making it interesting. I do not want this to be boring. I do not want this to just be me rattling off information. These are stories that deserve our attention and our time, and I want to be able to share them in a way that engages you and engages me. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.